How's it going, YouTube? And welcome back to My Comic Life, where today is the best day out of the whole entire week. It is New Comic Book Day, and I just have a huge stack of independent books. Because last week, when I went into my comic book shop, all the snow, there was no comics. They didn't get the comics in until Friday, and I couldn't, drive 20 minutes away just to go get comics once again. So I was like, alright, I'll just wait until next week. Wow. 2 weeks worth of independent books, and independents are like where I get most of my comics. So it was a big, huge haul. Now, first off, I went and got the last copy that they have of Batman Damned, issue number 2, the B cover. And now I have every single cover for Batman Damned. Even issue 1, I have 2 copies of that. And I'm like, wow, I'm so glad that my comic book shop was like, hey, David, here's your order. And I was like, I made a smart order because I could not imagine going and spending those crazy prices that Batman Damned issue number 1 is having. So, even though it's an okay story, but just to have every single cover, because that's the thing I love. DC, when they do their covers, it's A or B usually, and so I don't have to, if I love a series, like I just got into reading Donny Cates, not Gates. But I just got into his Venom run, and if I love a series, like I love that first issue. I was like, holy crap, that's a great issue. I'll go out and I'll hunt down, the variants, and then I look at Marvel's variants, like, holy shit. You go for there's 20 different variants, and I'm like, do I really want to do that? Who knows? But I do know I definitely want to get a full run, or get caught up with Donny Cates' Venom run, because that thing, the first issue that I read on Comixology Unlimited, it was really good. So I was able to go and pick up The Devils. Now, this book was not on my pull list. I heard how hot this book is on eBay, which I'm not going to sell it on eBay, but knowing I went to my comic shop and it was there for the cover price, I was like, alright, I'll go definitely give that one a try. Because as of this month, I have bought a lot of books on Discount Comic Book Service, and all those books that I'm getting are, almost all of them are like the Antarctic Press or the non Image, Dark Horse, so on and so forth. Oh, I'm really excited to read this. Aunt Agatha's Homer for Wayward Rabbits, issue number 4. This series by Keith Giffen and Benjamin Roman has been just a blast to read. The rabbit characters who speak English and everyone around them understands them is so freaking funny. Benjamin Roman, his art style and his with Keith Giffen's dialogue, it works in tandem so well. And this is a series that I just have been gushing over ever since the first issue. Now, a series that I'm okay on, Blackbird, issue number 5. Issue number 1 I really enjoyed. Issue number 2 and 3, I felt like the main character was not what I was really expecting. She's been kind of a character that I just have not been really able to get into. Up until the 4th issue, where felt like the series kind of got a little bit back on track. And I'm just super stoked. I love this cover, by the way. I'm just really intrigued to see if it goes on a good trajectory. But issue number 5, I'm timid to read, but it will definitely be a book that's going to go on Discount Comic Book Services, and I'll wait until it comes out, or until I get it a month in. Gunning for Hits, issue 2. Issue number 1 was a intriguing read. It's not for everybody. We have this guy who's trying to sign this rock band, and it goes into the whole entire structure of the music industry. It's very satirical. I enjoyed it for what it was. I don't think I'll be picking up day 1 anymore. I already put in for issue number 3, I think it's issue number 3 to be on Discount Comic Book Service. So this is one of the books that I'm intrigued to read, but not intrigued enough to pick it up day 1. But definitely a book, I think, I'm intrigued to see how I'll read in a trade, because issue number 1 was just so strange, and it just felt unlike anything I really am reading today. House of Whispers, the Sandman Universe, issue number 6. Issue number 5 felt like, I was like, okay, it feels like it's starting to get some good structure in there. And I think I've heard that the writer of Lucifer has come onto the book to help out the writer Nalo Hopkins. He's come on to help her out because I know that she has never written a comic before. She's writing novels and whatnot. So the structure of a comic was probably, you could just tell that it was not really going anywhere until the last issue, or issue number 5, where it finally felt like, hey, this is feeling like it's going someplace. The Last Space Race, issue number 3. This series has went on a kind of, I think it went like on a 1 month, where I think last month it didn't come out. So I'm going to go read issue number 1 and 2, get back caught up. But we got this man who owns, he owns like a company that goes into outer space, or wants to go into outer space, because NASA, sucks and doesn't want to go into outer space anymore. So he finances his own company to do what NASA needs to do. And they get this distress signal saying that there's like an alien ship possibly coming our way, and he is going on a mission to figure out what's going on. So issue number 1 was okay. Issue number 2 I thought was better, but issue number 3 I'm definitely intrigued. Murder Falcon, issue number 5. Oh, this cover is so beautiful! So the story has been, so far, our main character, he has lost his way with music. His band, he disbanded his band, all because what you think was his girlfriend had cancer. Well, in the last issue you find out that he's the one who had the cancer, and he just went on a downward spiral. Everything went in remission, and then this alien attack happens, kind of like Pacific Rim, where they're coming out of these portals, and well, he now has a guitar that has the Murder Falcon, and he's now going in and rocking and getting the band back together, and they're getting all their own creatures that can fight these, basically a nameless creatures that are coming in to our world. But the story has been okay. I love the art. The Murder Falcon definitely has a lot of heart, but it's really one of those books that it's like, okay, I could definitely pick it up on Discount Comic Stores at a discount price. Oh, yay! John Layman and Fu Chan, Outer Darkness, issue number 4. Really cool deconstruction of the Star Trek tropes, and it's really well done. You got the red shirts in there who are dying left and right. Come to find out that you can bring them back, the moment that they die, their spirits go into outer space, and you can actually go and suck their spirits back in and put them into a clone of themselves. And it's really cool sci-fi, really different, and also it's a deconstruction of the Star Trek tropes. I never know with each and every issue what I'm going to get into, because each and every issue feels like its own episode, with the story that kind of is overarching, because you got this this man who, like every other trope, he could be the greatest captain in the world, but he does not like to his superiors. He does not, he goes against them. So they give him one last chance to go into the outer darkness. The Warning, issue number 4. I think his name is, well, I don't remember his first name, but LaRoche, he writes and he draws this book. The art is spectacular. The writing is okay. Each and every issue, it jumps to a point in the story that you're kind of going back and forth. You're introducing new characters. It's not linear at all. But it's kind of got this little Halo vibe, where you have these super, these Master Chiefs, where they were, basically they mess with their with themselves, but they mess with their, DNA to make them basically into super soldiers, and now they're out to fight back against this incoming invasion. I really buy this book, really for the art, because the art's spectacular. Oh, yeah! I'm super stoked. the final issue of the Whispering Dark. Whispering Dark, a great series. Another great series by Dark Horse. This series has been about this pilot who crashes her helicopter in Russia, and she meets up with some Marines, and they're trying to get out of Russia, trying to get over this hill so that they can get back with their allies. And it's just been a trek that's been dealing with the psychological issues of being behind enemy lines. And maybe there is a little bit of a horror aspect to it. And I have no idea if this whole entire them going into like the underground to hell is a metaphor or if it's legitimate. It's a really good series though. Definitely one I would highly recommend for people to pick up once it comes out into a trade paperback. Wizard Beach, issue number 4. I think this is 3 of 5. This has been a really fun series. You have this boy who lives in the wizard world, and all of it's at war, and he needs to go and get the help of his grandfather, who is rumored to be this great wizard. Well, he's retired. He's now living on the beach, and he's trying to show this kid who only knows war and moving on, where hey, you could take time to rest and relax. So it's been a really fun little ride here. You never know what little quirks is going to come next. And I like this kid who, as you can see on there, he got his mind in the book, trying to learn all these new abilities and trying to be better, while his little girlfriend over here, who he's taking a fine interest in, is more just having fun and trying to get him out of that little bubble. Image Comics, Bitter Root, issue number 4. A really well done series. You have this family who use this root to combat these demons that possess people, and now some evolution has happened with these demons, and they're trying to evolve themselves and fight back these demons that are coming out of the anger of the 1940s, where racism run rampant and hatred ran rampant, and all these demons can come in, possess these people, and turn them into living monsters, and they're out there fighting the good fight. It's been a really well done series and really lots of fun. Another quirky series, Exorcisters. This is issue number 5. It has the feel of like something from an Archie book, because the artist in here, she has done a lot of Archie stuff. Ian Bossabai, she has created a really intriguing series I could definitely see made into a television series. And you got these sisters who are basically, people come to them with their demon problems, and they are out there to protect them and to get rid of demons from people, and to kick hell's bastards into, just kick them out and put them back where they belong. Really cool series, fun, and definitely a series that I'll be picking on Discount Comic Book Service, because it's good, but it's not good enough to pick up daily. Now, a series that I'm really sad is ending, Hot Lunch Special, issue number 5, the final issue. I've waited 2 months for this comic, and hopefully it doesn't disappoint. Elliot Rahal and George Fornes and Taylor Esposito have created a beautiful noir story, where you have this family who created their business with the help of the mafia, and the mafia is using their business to money launder. And so the family, after all these years, they want out. And of course, with the mafia, you cannot get out. So they go and shoot up one of their stores just to make a point. But they did it at nighttime, when everything was closed, so that no fatalities could happen. Just a little warning. But the son, or the grandson of the owner, was in the shop cleaning up, and he gets killed, and now the family is out for blood. This is a series that desperately needs to be made into a movie, and it needs to be directed by the Coen brothers, because this noir story just feels like right up their alley. And it's just such a good book. Mars Attacks, issue number 5. This has been a story that's less about the Mars attacking and more about a father and a son reconciling their differences and just trying to survive as the aliens have attacked. I really have enjoyed the series because, as I said, it's not about Mars attacking. It's more about just this inner struggle of this father and son. So definitely a series that I'm highly enjoying. Middle West, issue number 4 is out. This has been a series that I've been loving. You have Abel and his pet fox who have gone on to this journey that has taken them so far in so many different places. Where you have Abel, before all this journey happened, he got in a huge argument with his father. His father literally turned into this giant storm, and and the storm has destroyed his town. He's ran away from his father, and before he could get away, the storm his father represents touches his heart and starts to change him for worse. It's been a beautiful story, and a story that this is like a book that I need to have every single alternate cover. So this is a series that I will have a full collection of every single cover. And luckily, though, with Image, especially with this series, they've only after issue number 1, they've only had one cover. But issue number 1, they have a B cover and a Virgin cover, and then they have a different cover for the second printing and the third printing. So this is a series that I'm definitely going to have every single cover for. As you can tell, this is a huge... trying to get all my comics in order. Alright, as you can tell, this is a huge week for me. Sharky, The Bounty Hunter by Mark Millar, is a series that is a book that possibly can be made into a Netflix television show, since Mark Millar signed a contract with them saying, hey, I'll bring all my comics over to you guys. So I'm not really excited for this one because Mark Millar, he's hit and miss, so hopefully this is a hit. But, you always play, you always have hope, but sometimes it doesn't pan out. Turok, issue number 2. Issue number 1 was just a fun little action ride. Issue number 2, I'm okay with. I'm going to go into it with just expecting just dumb action. This is a series that I'm going to get on Discount Comic Book Service at a very discounted price, and I'll keep on going with it, but just it has good action, but nothing I need thing on. The Witcher, Flesh and Flames. Haven't read issue number 1 and 2 yet, so I definitely need to get on that bandwagon, but I got issue number 3. And finally, Lucifer, issue number 5. I just got caught up with issue 1 through 4 of Lucifer, and this is a brilliant story. Definitely, it's either this or The Dreaming that are the best out of the whole entire Sandman universe that's happening on DC Vertigo. And these are only Vertigo books I'm picking up because the creator-owned ones have been very not intriguing to me at all. So, Lucifer has been a story about how Lucifer has had a... he basically has been tricked by this guy right here and taken away from hell. And he's stuck in a plane that he has, no powers whatsoever. Or he has less powers than what he usually has. And it's about him training himself free. And I'm really intrigued to see where it happens with the story. And the art is just breathtaking. So those are all the books that I picked up at my comic book shop that's 20 miles away. What'd you guys pick up? Let me know down below. If you liked what you see here, rate, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on My Comic Life with some reviews of some of the books you just saw. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!